the next thing we're going to be looking at, so Anton Daniels, I've talked about him before. He just recently reviewed a video of a man being arrested for attacking a woman carrying his girlfriend carrying his unborn child. Crazy. Now let's get right into the video. See what Anton has to say and see if we agree with what Anton's saying. But let's get into it.
First at 5, we are hearing from the man charged with beating his pregnant girlfriend outside an apartment complex in Montgomery County. That man now admitting to the crime, telling NBC 10 he's sorry. Thank you for joining us on NBC 10 News at 5 o'clock. I'm Jacqueline London.
And I'm Johnny Archer. Police say the victim told police that he wanted to end her pregnancy. Raymond Batista was arrested for the attack, and today he was taken to jail after a judge set his bail at $500,000. NBC 10's Deanna Durante was in the courtroom this morning and spoke with Batista.
Raymond, are you sorry?
Yeah.
Despite a courtroom promise from Raymond Batista that the victim in the case is safe, a Montgomery County judge sent the 36-year-old to jail. Batista admitted in court Wednesday he was the one who beat his pregnant girlfriend early Thursday morning.
That is crazy. Now, I know they're censoring it, of course. But you saw how he ran after her? Jesus.
This is wild, bro. Like, you know me, I'm an equal accountability smoke giver, and I always like to spend time detailing why it's important to hold everybody accountable. And to a larger extent, I've held women accountable for the men that they've gotten in relationships with and the guys that they ultimately have children with. But I said it before and I'm going to say it again on multiple different videos and live streams. Nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, deserves to get their hands put on them.
Exactly. Man or woman, no one deserves to get their hands put on each other. Like, keep your hands off of each other. If you can't have a conversation, or if you're having a disagreement and you need to use your hands to cause some kind of violence, you shouldn't be dealing with that person, or you should walk away. There should not be any of that. Can we blame her for getting in a relationship with that man? I don't know. I don't know if he showed any signs of that. He was very aggressive. There's some people say they won't never show signs of what they could happen, but we don't know. But at the end of the day, keep your hands off of people. There's no reason where a man should be hitting a woman and a woman should be hitting a man. Some people will be like, "Oh, well, it's not that bad since the woman." The hell's happening with my camera? What the woman can do, but the woman can't really cause any damage to him. But crazy to think about. But let's continue on with the video.
At all. We can hold people accountable for their decisions. We can say, hey, you got to live with the consequences, whether it's the man or the woman. And I've, detailed and I've said a lot of times that, guys are held accountable by default when it comes to family court laws. They don't get any reprieves. They don't get any help. It often at times costs them fighting for their children and all of this stuff. And also, it is true that it takes two to tango. So, while we hold women accountable and we say, hey, it's your body, your choice, you chose to be a single mother essentially by still having sex with a man outside of wedlock that you were not supposed to when you decided to get pregnant by him. And we have so many different forms of contraception that it shouldn't even come to deleting your baby as a form of one of them. Nobody, and I mean nobody, needs to have their hands put on them. And the fact that this dude dressed up like a robber, set this up, beat the crap out of the chick in order to try to remove her pregnancy, and
You try to remove the pregnancy. That is If you don't want the woman you're sleeping with to get pregnant, then you need to wrap up. But I understand, yes, it's not 100%. You can do all you want, but it's never going to be 100%. Always things can happen. But that is the risk you take for sleeping with someone. It's a risk that's going, especially as a man, you sleep with someone, at the end of the day, if everything you try fails and she becomes pregnant, the only thing you can do is let her or go by what she decides. If she want to keep it or if she doesn't. And you have to live with that decision because you are a man. It's what we have to do. But let's keep hearing what Anton has to say about this.
Then tried to act like in front like it wasn't him is insane. It's diabolical. It's all of the things that you can describe it to be. And I'm not going to get this dude no pass. I'm not going to give him no excuses. This dude is a monster. And the fact that he's willing to do that with a person that is holding potentially his child is crazy to me. But on one side, again, you can hold women accountable, but you have to hold these guys accountable. And the fact that this guy hoodied up and mauled this woman basically in a parking lot and what looks to be an apartment complex on the street in concrete. And listen, this
beat her on the concrete. Crazy. Deserves to be in jail.
video is on YouTube, so I'm gonna put a link in the description to it so you can watch the uncensored version. But I don't even feel comfortable showing it, even though it's straight from a news source. I don't feel comfortable even showing it because it's so horrendous to me. And I just, to see a woman or to have a woman crying and screaming out because, she's basically getting attacked by somebody that she's familiar with. And I don't know the dynamics of their relationship. I don't know all of the details of their relationship. And I don't even care to know all of the details of their relationship. Nobody should be getting their hands put on them as a result of not wanting to be a part of, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want her to keep the baby, so you're going to put your hands on her? Nah, family. I'm not with it. And I'm praying to God that, even though I'm cool with the comments, I don't delete any comment. For those of y'all that may or may not be familiar, sometimes maybe you might put something inside of the comments that would be incendiary as far as in the eyes of YouTube, and so you might get by default automatically censored or something like that. But I don't delete any comments. I let people rock out in the comments and get their stuff off. But anybody that justifies this in my eyes is crazy, is a monster. And I don't speak for you, and I'm sure you don't want me to speak for you, but I think it's a difference between holding people accountable for their actions and seeing somebody like this mauling a woman inside of the parking lot and thinking that it's cool. It's not. And
I don't think anyone I know would see this and be like, oh, she deserves this to happen. No, there's no way. It's crazy that someone actually would do this. He deserves to be in jail and will most likely, he's going to be in jail for a long time. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
this camera actually has audio, which is crazy to think about considering.
As the video played in court, Batista
It's
sat.
crazy. It's insane, bro. I don't even want to play this. I'm gonna just skip past this part because it's wild to think about this, bro. I just don't. I can't do it.
Do you see that? He is stomping on her. Stomping. All because you don't want her to be pregnant. He definitely didn't wear a condom. He definitely didn't take the steps afterwards, but then you go around and beat Shorty. Sick to see. It's very sick to see. Jesus.
This part because it's wild to think about this, bro. I just don't. I can't do it, man. And then he ran away like it was nothing, like it wasn't even a big deal. Then he ran away like it wasn't a big deal. I guess they censored the person that was getting attacked, but it's crazy. It's just absolutely insane to me.
Where her justice begins today.
Police zeroed in on Batista in the hours after the assault. They say the victim told police Batista wanted her to end
Crazy, bro.
Thursday afternoon, just hours after the assault. This is when police say Batista told them he was home sleeping at the time of the attack, yet they say his car was seen on video near the crime scene, and license plate readers also verify it was on the road.
Dummy.
You cannot get away with any of this. Too many cameras, they're going to see your license plate. Idiot.
Just after the attack,
Y'all do know that it's so much technology out here that you commit a crime, and if they want to come after you and prove that you was there, it's so many ways to do it. It's literally a camera on every corner, every street, every block, every stoplight, license plate readers can triangulate exactly what tower your cell phone is hitting off of, what message was sent. All of that stuff is available, bro. If y'all didn't learn anything from Fawny Willis and you know what I'm saying, her little boy toy and him going over her house and how long he was there and all that, if y'all haven't learned enough from these crime channels, it's not even worth it to just do crime at this point. You know what I'm saying? Just stay out the way, bro, and get your life together and focus on you and run up a bag, bro. Just stay out the fucking way.
Now that's pretty much, I understand what Anton was saying. It's at the end of the day, you need to just stay out the way, run up your bag. This is crazy. No woman deserves to get beat like this. And then no violence should be taking place in a relationship, a healthy relationship. There should be no violence. But we'll keep following that story. Probably see if there's any more updates when we go to the next episode. But all right, everybody, remember this is AC Reviews the Word. Remember to like and subscribe.